and welcome back to the channel, and today we are back with another new movie review, and this is probably our most anticipated movie of the entirety of 2019, and that is Avengers Endgame.
This is the most anticipated movie of my entire life. If you guys don't know what this movie is, what are you doing? Go find out. But Avengers Endgame is the culmination of the Infinity Saga. So we follow all the heroes from the last million zillion films over the last
21 films.
Yeah.
This is the 22nd film in the MCU, and we have been going since 2008, which is coincidentally when we started dating.
See? Brought us together.
Our relationship is as old as the MCU.
And it's wonderful, just like the MCU. But we're following our heroes. Infinity War obviously did not end too well for them, and they're here to try to make things right.
This is, of course, going to be a spoiler-free review, as the title probably says. We are going to have a spoiler... We're going to do a spin on our spoiler review, so that will be coming in the near future. Keep an eye out for that. But for those of you who haven't seen the film yet, don't worry, we're not spoiling anything. But we do want to talk about the plot a little bit without giving details away. And oh my gosh, this movie packs in so much. There's so much going on in this movie.
Yeah, we're going to stay pretty top level, because I feel like with this kind of film, anything we say is like a spoiler, but they cover so much ground in this movie, and I really think it is a strength.
This is something we said about Infinity War in our review, which we'll link for you guys if you want to go check that out. But I was really impressed in Infinity War how much they were able to balance and how many differing storylines they were able to bring together and give them adequate time on screen while also having a good flow, and this one amplified that to the nth degree. We have even more going on. We have even more characters involved. We have more storylines and more on the table, because this is, you know, the part 2 of what Infinity War set up, and it is the end of phase 3. So there was a lot riding on this movie, and I think the plot ended up being pretty flawless in my opinion.
Yeah, I think in terms of just allowing the story to shine and having the audience feel the stakes of what these characters are going through, and just everything across the board was so well done and balanced, as all things should be, that it was just great.
There are so many moments in this film where you're just like so excited because certain characters come in or they reveal a cool plot twist, which there are many, and like there was just a lot of moments in this film where I was like, so excited, and just all of the emotions throughout this entire film. I'm just so impressed that this plot is able to fit in not only so much action and so many scenes, but also so many emotions and still have them balanced. Like, that's so hard to do.
Yeah, I also find it very rare that a film like this can, you know, especially an ending of a series, can go back and in a single finale film not, you know, expand and enrich its previous entries by how they handled the plot of this film. So as with any Avengers movie, there is a lot of characters, and we can't really say a lot without spoiling anything, and I feel like even if we spend time on specific characters, it like kind of starts cluing people in. So we're not going to do that, but I do feel like everyone in this film really brought their A game, did a great job. I think there was a lot of strong performances across the board, and just a lot of opportunities in this film for these actors to shine.
I think something that was very intentional and came through in the film was this idea of focusing on the people whose storylines are kind of wrapping up, whether they're dying or whether they're just, you know, closing out their storyline, whatever's going on. They focus on like our originals a lot more, the people who have been the main focus in our first 3 phases, especially phase 1 and 2, and their storylines and where we're going. And I've seen some people complain about certain other characters that have been introduced, especially in phase 3, not getting as much screen time, but I think that's intentional because they have more movies coming. We know that there's other movies coming, part 2s and whatnot, of certain characters, and so those characters didn't get quite as much screen time. They still had important roles, they still had things going on, but they're less of a focus because their story's still coming. They were focusing more on people that were, you know, closing out arcs and stuff like that.
So like we said before, there's a lot in this film that we would love to talk about, but we can't do that without spoiling anything. So in this review, we're not going to say any more about that, other than that I think we both just love this movie so much. It was one of the best movies I have ever seen, and I think a lot of that has to do with all the time and effort and work going into this. 21 movies leading up to it, I feel like just creates a movie experience unlike any other. Like, I don't think will be reproduced or can be reproduced by just anyone else, any other cinematic universe, and it was just a real treat.
I also think it's very telling how well the MCU has set up everything leading up to this by how sold out all of our theaters are. So for those of you unaware, we live in a major metroplex. We live in Dallas. And so we got tickets, day tickets go on sale because we had to, so we could go opening night. And the minute the credits started rolling, I said, let's go again. Let's go Sunday morning, because Sunday mornings usually are movie days. You can get cheaper tickets. You can go to like 11 a.m. Our theater typically has earliest like 10:30, 11 a.m. showings. They have 7:45 a.m. showings. We're filming this on Sunday. There were 7:45 a.m. showings this morning that were booked unless you wanted to sit in the very front row. That's bananas to me. I've never seen a movie sell out that many showings in its opening weekend ever, and how crowded it was. It's just such a testament to what has been built up over the last decade. But as we mentioned earlier, we do have a couple more videos coming surrounding the Avengers culmination that has happened. So we've got this spoiler-free review. We're going to do a ranking video, I think. We don't do many ranking videos on this channel, but I think this time it's warranted. And we're also going to do a spoiler discussion that has a little bit of a twist to it coming soon. So you should be seeing those videos within the next week.
But as always, we are very interested to know what you, our viewers, thought of the movie. Keep this comment section spoiler-free. If you if you spoil the Endgame, you will get squished so fast. Don't do it. But
we're going to create a space for that. Yeah. You can go to other people's videos that have tagged them as spoilers. Be nice, be kind. Not everybody can see it opening weekend.
But we want to know what you guys thought in a spoiler-free way about this film. Make sure you like this video and subscribe. We have a lot more fun content. We are just now finishing up some of our series, and those finishers of those series will be coming very soon. And we have a lot more fun stuff on the way. And we'll see you in our next video.